As we know, technology devices such as computers, etc., have revolutionized our world, our planet, the way we live, the way we do business, etc., etc. Okay? Unfortunately, of course, as these devices reach their end of life or become obsolete or unwanted due to the advancement in technology and changing in consumer behavior, they become electronic waste, abbreviated to e-waste. Now, two major challenges emerge when electronic and electro devices reach their end of life and become e-waste. Number one, eco-friendly e-waste handling and disposal. That's the health and the environmental degradation and problematic issues. Now, this second one actually hits the nail right on the head while we are standing here or sitting here. I mean, it's regarding protection of confidential data information. I'm talking about the hard disks in your computers, the storage media, all the assets that contain the most sensitive information that we hold here. According to the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, 1.1 million tons of e-waste is generated in Nigeria every single year. And this is about 2 years, and the information is 2 years old, I have to admit. So it's more than this, every single year. Okay? Most end up with unprofessionals, the informal sector. I heard some speakers talk about the informal sector. We have an army of informal handlers in this country that are mishandling electronic waste or electronic scrap. Hence, dangerously toxic material handling, as I'm saying. Dumping, burning, burying of electronic waste to extract precious metals. In all of your phones and computers, there is gold. Yes? There's gold, there's palladium, there's precious metals, in your hard disk, there's this rare earth metal called neodymium magnets. All of these things are crucial to making everything that you hold work. In your homes, in your institutions, etc., etc. Okay. Now, large-scale landfill disposal and incineration is the key problem. Confidential data theft from computer scavenging or scavengers. E-Terra's study in 2016 revealed that a considerable number of electronic waste is stored at homes, like I said, workplaces and dump sites. Okay, grossly ignorant of the damage that it could cause. Disposal of unwanted IT assets by Nigerian businesses and government institutions are executed majorly through auction. All the information that you have in your computers, in your laptops, at the end of their use, let's say the IT decommissioning process, it's like 3 years, 2 years. Okay, so you perform out with the old. How is this done? It's usually auctioned off. You already sell it to your staff, sell your old IT equipment to your staff or to outsiders, to computer village people. You're selling your secrets. Most people don't know that if you format a computer, the information is still there. It is still there. It doesn't go anywhere. So there's a lot of information flying around, most sensitive information flying around that a lot of us might not understand. Now, studies carried out by foreign and domestic EPAs reveal that large parts of groundwater in Nigeria have become polluted and unsafe for human consumption. This is another result of just the manner in which we are handling our environmental, our electronic waste and environmental degradation problem. About 200,000 cancer cases are being diagnosed every year in Nigeria, while 10,000 people die annually. That's 10 people every hour from cancer. Okay? This, as of the latest study, this is actually up to 500,000 fresh cancer cases as of 2016 and 2017. UNEP and the World Health Organization reports 2016 links cancer, kidney, and liver diseases in developing countries like Nigeria to environmental pollution, mainly due to industrialization and what? The improper or informal handling and disposal of electronic waste. This is what we're talking about. This is what's happening in various areas. The first place that I went to investigate this was in 2012. I climbed the biggest dump sites arguably in the world. But I would say in Africa. That's where? Does anybody know? Thank you. Beautiful Olusosun. That place is a labyrinth. It's like a world of its own.
44 hectares of land.
Exactly. It's like a world. How much electronic waste did I find there? 0. I didn't even find one piece of electronic waste because Nigerians are already wise to this. The informal handlers already wisened up, already start scavengers, already there, taking out all the things that they can, taking out the boards, burning the cables. You know, cables have copper. It's all about precious metals.
5 value chains.
Exactly. You understand. So this is what is happening till today. Compared to developed countries like UK and US, there are currently limited data protection laws in Nigeria, we understand. However, the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, submitted a guideline to tackle this. I mean, we're gradually building up to a strong, hopefully, a strong legislation and enforcement of that legislation to govern all our sensitive data. Now, the agency also specified punishment for negligent institutions. The National Assembly, through NITDA, will soon commence full enforcement of Nigerian data protection law by God's grace, and because this is all for our benefit, okay? Now, fiscally, 2014, an annual report of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Company shows that between year 2013 and 2014, fraud on e-payment platforms of the Nigerian banking sector increased by 183%. All of this is just saying that, look, there are loads of cybercrime statistics. Yes, it's very, very scary. But a lot of emphasis has been put there, but not on the actual assets. How to deal with the actual assets that contain all of this information. There's one thing to get the latest cybercrime fighting technology and software, okay? But still, the information is there. I mean, if you don't engage in proper data wiping, if you don't properly do IT asset decommissioning, you're basically an open book. You've got no defense to a very determined hacker that knows about getting all your sensitive data from an IT asset that you've decommissioned. This is about E-Terra Technologies, okay, what we have put on ground. Let me summarize that. We have succeeded, as of 2017, to be internationally certified. That's ISO 9001 and 14001 certified. That's our environmental management system. That's most important, and I was very, very happy that we could do that. Thank you. What we have developed for the last 2 years, okay, is officially now, as of 2017, the first internationally recognized electronic waste recycling company, okay, with a network of equally responsible electronic waste recycling companies around the world, okay. Now this has to be underlined because we have started with the upstream market, okay. That's everything, including awareness creation. You understand the primary mode of electronic waste recycling. That's shredding, for example, okay, detoxification as well, all of those kind of things. This is what we adopt within the company, but we have a view by 2020, third quarter, to begin the downstream. Now for this, we would like to have as many companies who understand what it takes to be an effective eco-friendly electronic waste recycling company, because that's crucial to the problem that electronic waste creates, and that is environmental degradation, that's health problems. I mean, we have, according to Guardian, up to 500,000 fresh cancer cases a year. Okay, albeit that might not be directly responsible, but they call it industrialization and electronic waste mismanagement by informal handlers. So we're trying our best to actually adopt a win-win approach to everything we do, okay, and that is it, okay.
And in terms of your services, what are your core services, and what's your spread in Nigeria at the moment?
We satisfy everything. When you were talking about electronic waste recycling, I mean, it's quite complicated. I mean, the process that you need to adopt for light bulb recycling, for example, is highly different to the processes that you have to adopt for bulb recycling. So there are many different fragments of electronic waste. What we have focused upon, okay, is to have the most eco-friendly disposal and pre-handling process. And this has been reviewed by ISO. We have a ISO 14001. That's to ensure that we have most up-to-date. The 2015 edition of that is what we've acquired, okay, to engage, to actually work using the best of environmental management processes. So we have the CRT, cathode ray treatment machine that falls into that. So we treat all old computers and old monitors. Okay, we also engage, like I said, dismantling operations, that's the pre-treatment, detoxification of any electronic waste type that we have. And as I said, there are numerous kinds, all kinds of electronic products from phones to televisions, what we're responsible for.
When you look at waste management in the country, it's a big challenge. Yes. Particularly, you mentioned Olusosun dump site, where we've done a lot of reports about, and it's currently over almost a month now showing that danger signs in terms of landfill management. So tell us about your spread in Nigeria and your thoughts on how effective waste management can be achieved, particularly in the e-waste, and how E-Terra is keen to that.
Well, we focused since our acquisition of ISO, that was just last year. So we're a very new company, but we're trudging along. Okay, we aim to begin development of our Abuja MRF this year, okay, and engage a Port Harcourt MRF in the following year. So that's by 2020, we'll just go from Lagos to Port Harcourt, okay. So in the midst of that, we are, like I said, in fact, the community engagement that the company has actually adopted, along with giving services to companies, communities, etc., is to boost the industry so that it benefits us and whichever entrant is coming in, so that they know exactly what needs to be done. Okay, so that is the level of scope that we have. Lagos is our HQ for now, but we've got firm plans to go to Abuja next.